Retard. Retard.
So, welcome, welcome, welcome. As we load in. Mark, thank you so much again. Lee, hello, welcome back. Lee, hast du jetzt schon Ferien? Brenold, I'll be on Discord in a moment, Brenold. So I have all the airports that we're flying to today selected. Thank you, Mark. I was just about to ask if you would be so kind. Thank you, Mark. How are you doing? Well, Mark? Four weeks? Seriously? Oh, no. But tomorrow's Klassenfahrt. Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Could be worse. Could be worse, right, Lee? Oh, where are you going to, Lee? On your trip? Hey, nice, Emiliano. I'm glad you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I had a great time yesterday on that podcast. Southern Germany. So within Germany, okay. Yeah, I can imagine, Lee. Yeah. But I guess schools don't want to take that risk nowadays, or at least not in the pandemic. Which is still ongoing, isn't it? Well, it's taking a long time to load this time. What's happening? Oh yeah, it's my pleasure. So whenever I have, the chance to talk to people and, get some good questions, always great. We touched a lot of areas yesterday, didn't we? Flight simming, real-world flying, future prospects of aviation or airline pilots, all kinds of stuff. Lee, yeah, do so, yeah, sure. I've got lots of flying coming up, so. Bone King, yeah. Because on YouTube then, when people search certain aircraft type, obviously it's easier if you have them, separated. So let me go and find the turboprops. And this one here, liveries, another beautiful windmill livery. There it is. And we are departing. Oh, hang on, I need to do something here. All players. And we are on European West. So Echo November. Let's check again with smart cars. Echo November Hotel Delta. That's where we ended last time. So Haugesund. Just wondering what time. Brennard, if you want, I'll be on the group flight voice now. So let's go and zoom in.
Hi, Blackbox.
Hey, Brennard, good evening. So what time are we flying?
I dialed in 1700 local time.
Okay, 1700 your local time. And I guess live weather?
Yes, live weather is nice for the moment. Let me have a look if I have live weather. Yes, I have.
Okay,
yeah.
Fantastic. Cool.
And use your drone and fly a little bit around and show this airport. It's looking great. I think it's a good destination even for an airliner.
Okay, nice. Hey, Captain Bierberg, grüezi wohl. Wie geht's? Yeah, doing very well. Thanks for asking. I got a couple of days off. Next month, I'll be busy again. I'm actually going to have a new destination next month. Anybody know where Yerevan is? I didn't know where it is.
Somewhere in the east, in the
Yeah.
near east.
Yeah. It is. I think it's Azerbaijan. So it's between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. It's north of Iraq. That much I've seen. Oh God!
You
Yeah.
don't overfly Iraq, I hope.
No.
Or Syria.
No. We do a wide flyabout on that. Oh, because people that don't have the add-on have a bit of an elevation issue.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but have a look here. All the terrain. It's very interesting, and even a cruise ship is out there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think it would be interesting to make an approach here with an airliner
Yeah.
to come over the water here.
That's true. Yeah. Right, let's go live weather.
And it's about 2,100 meter runway. I think should be enough for an Airbus.
Oh yeah, sure. Absolutely. There we go. Beautiful. Good. So we are flying from here to Gailo Airport, Echo November Delta, India.
Exactly. Yes. I recommend to insert some simple waypoints in the Garmin to find the way.
Yeah. So Brennelt is here as well. Fantastic. There he goes. So let me just check whether or not I've got my viewpoint set. So this is fine. I don't have anything else set here. I do want to have the instruments though. I just want to go have a look at control option. I need to change the control options. That's why. So. So we want to have the TCA yoke. There we go. So input camera 5. So camera 5 is down and camera 3 is up. There we go. Good. And that then. So let's see. That axis is throttle axis. Fantastic. And that axis is propeller axis. Okay, that should all work.
Reverser. You will maybe need it.
I still have the issue with with the trying to get an axis or buttons, and I don't know what it's called to have that here in the KODIAK. What I know you have yours through FSUI PC. I just did not have any time to.
Yes, throttle decrease is simple. Simply
Throttle decrease. Okay, yeah, okay.
Maybe you can set it in MSFS settings in the same way. Set throttle decrease there.
Okay. Let's have a throttle decrease control options. So let me see if I do that. If I go, yeah. So throttle decrease, not throttle hold. That's something. Okay, so
no throttle decrease. That works fine with FSUI PC.
no. In this, okay, so throttle decrease. Throttle decrease. Throttle 1. Throttle decrease throttle. So let's try that. Start scanning. Validate. fly safe, go back, resume. Let's try that. Yeah, I do, Bone King, yeah. No. Why is that not working?
Oh, sad.
Nope. Hey, James, nice. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. Yeah, we'll try to get V1 simulations on as well. So we have 2 pilots, or maybe even 3 pilots. You know, have a nice discussion about different continents, different ways of flying, that sort of stuff. Okay, so again, so throttle decrease doesn't work for me, unfortunately. Toggle throttle reverse thrust. Now, I would love to check that.
Yeah, try. Maybe it's different there.
Clear that. Hey, Kid Ben. Thank you so much. Just waiting for the jingle to come up here. Toggle reverse thrust. Oh, hold reverse thrust. Hold throttle reverse thrust. Toggle or hold. Okay, let's try toggle.
Toggle is better. Otherwise, you have to hold the button all the time as long as you want to have the reverser.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Ah, okay. So that worked. Okay, that's the button. Ah, okay.
Very good.
Okay, well. So I've got to go up and down again. And
Yeah, to reset the reverser, you simply push the throttle a little bit to the front and pull it back.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we'll try. Once again, Kitman, thank you so much for flying along. It was a pleasure. Yeah, same to you. Thank you so much for the 10 euros again. Thank you for your support, my friend. Yeah, you too. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. So let's start up. Brendan, are you doing a direct?
Yeah, almost a direct, but I entered 2 waypoints to find the destination a little bit better.
Okay.
I would recommend for you to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can show to the viewers a little bit the capabilities of this Garmin here. Press procedure and then enter the destination airport.
Origin.
You need on the next. You need to be on the dash on the solid line under origin.
So let me just see. So Echo November Hotel Delta is the
I think you do something wrong there. I do it differently. The best is you clear the flight plan again.
So, the solid line. Okay.
The solid line. You need a solid line.
Okay, that's it.
Then you turn. No, not press anything. Turn the little knob. Yeah. Now press the button exactly and enter the.
Yeah. So that's the origin. Yeah, that's the origin.
Yeah, and then select runway, I think 13. Oh, you haven't entered the runway.
Yeah, hang on. That's. Did you have a procedure or is it just?
It has a procedure, but we don't use it. We fly VFR.
Okay.
Maybe you can dial in the runway simply. No.
It doesn't allow me to select it.
Yeah, then delete the entry again. Press the clear key. Maybe then it's gone. clear again.
No.
Then press flight plan key until you are in the flight plan, then press menu and delete flight plan.
So, there. So when I've highlighted that point, Echo November.
Yeah, then dial the small knob.
Yeah. Runway. Okay, there we go. That's what I was missing.
Yeah, runway 13.
So en route.
Enter. So en route, the first waypoint is Hotel Delta 501. Go on the dash line always, not on the identifier.
Say again the waypoint.
Hotel Delta 501.
Okay.
Enter. The next one is Echo Bravo Alpha Mike Uniform. EBAMU.
EBAMU.
Yeah.
Hey Sim Caesar, how are you doing?
And when you press enter, then dial the big knob to go to the. Why is there no? Dial backwards to go to the altitude position. And don't enter the destination in this way, Blackboard. Make it with the procedure. Press procedure, then ND, Echo November Delta India. Approach. You know, approach, not arrival. Approach is right. Enter.
Echo November Delta India. Yeah.
And select visual to 6. Enter.
Hang on. No.
Enter button, then you come to the next.
Delta India. Enter visual to 6.
Exactly.
Vector straight.
It's always straight.
Minimum.
I don't know how vectors work.
Yeah.
Then go to load, not to activate.
Yeah. Okay.
So let me see.
Press
the FMS knob one time, and then use the big knob to dial back. To go back to EBAMU. Activate flight plan first. Sorry. I see everything here with delay.
Yeah.
Flight plan, then press the button.
So here's the routing. Yeah. So that's the routing then.
Yeah. Okay. But do you have press flight plan, please?
Yeah.
So then press the button, the FMS knob. Press it and dial the this big dial knob on the bottom there. Yeah, exactly. Now go to the altitude after EBAMU and dial in 4,500. Yeah, fantastic.
Okay.
I think it needs a little bit of training, then it's no problem. So, okay, we are ready.
Okay.
We can go. I think we will use this time about 6,000 feet to cruise. I will already dial in. 1,000 feet.
Sim Caesar, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you're all doing good. So 6,000 feet, up it goes.
Of course, we have a little bit of high terrain. Then I do vertical speed 1,000 for a moment. And then we're good to go.
No worries, Sim Caesar, all good. No worries. If you want, yesterday I had the pleasure to being on the podcast with XP and the Blue Games. Was absolutely fantastic. So flight directors. not working. Vertical speed.
Yes, it was awesome. I viewed the VOD today, and it's worth to view. I can recommend it to everyone.
It was really enjoyable. Good. So starting up. That's all set. Fuel is on. Looking good. So clear prop. Hang on. Oh, some button again. That's interfering. Come on. There we go. No. Lord. It's one of those buttons. It is fuel, isn't it?
The mixture button,
Or
maybe.
mixture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clear.
Mixture,
Yeah, clear. Yeah, I need to clear all those out.
Yeah.
I don't need that to apply save. Go back, resume. No, still goes. Why is that? That's fine.
Do you use FSU IPC? Maybe you've set there anything?
No, nothing there. Search by name. Is it fuel?
Maybe. Fuel cutoff switch.
Fuel. Anyone know?
When you set the filter to assign black box, then you only see the assignments, they are filled, not the open. You find it quicker.
Oh, okay. I don't know why these buttons would be clear, validate, So, okay, so now mixture, everything's gone from mixture.
Yeah, mixture you don't need, I think.
There we go. Yeah, well, it's one of those buttons for some reason.
Now it works?
Yep.
Wonderful.
Just want to see ITT,
So.
NG come up. Fantastic. Good engine start.
Have lights and beacon on engine start. And the inertial separator as well. And the pitos.
Okay, weird. So that's that. Generators on.
Why are the pitos off now?
Yeah.
Autopilot.
There we go. No,
Autopilot.
it modeled a button on my Bravo throttle there for some reason. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, good. No.
Okay.
Right. So prop full forward. Flap set. Hey James, thank you so much for the $10. Hey James, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. It's my pleasure, James. It was a fantastic evening or early morning for me, but yeah, I had a great time. Really, really cool. Thank you so much for your kindness. Thanks for the support, James.
Which time this ended? Black box.
3 in the morning for me, so it's 2 hours long.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had to get up at 7:40, actually 7 o'clock this morning to go to doctor's appointment.
Wow.
Right, I would be ready to go.
Yeah, come on. I'm already waiting here.
Okay.
Do an intersection takeoff to the east, almost. Which is southeast.
Alrighty. Did you backtrack on the runway or? Oh, it's raining now.
No. What? For me, it's sunny.
Got rain showers.
Check your weather.
Yeah, I'm on live weather.
Really, I'm too.
Thank you, James.
Okay.
Okay, just behind you now.
No. Okay. No backtrack. Intersection check.
Oh, okay. Spicy.
It's not spicy. This is a short-field aircraft here. No problem. Easy.
Just gonna add a little bit of flaps here. 10 degrees.
Stroke on. On. And go.
Okay, off we go. Actually, I should have checked the stuff control. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Alrighty, let's go. Take off. Right, torque. There we go. 1500 set. Airspeed is alive. Here comes 70 knots. Off we go. Beautiful.
Wonderful. A little bit of misty in the air here.
Okay. Flaps are up.
When you have rain, do you have a good visibility outside, or?
Yeah, that's fine. Just a couple of raindrops, nothing too big. Right.
Okay.
So let me do the rudder trim. There we go.
Rudder trim?
Yeah, it was just not trimmed for me. Right, yaw damper on.
Here. So, climbing until Hotel Delta 501 and turning left en route.
So we're going direct
to Ibamu. And it's a little bit of a longer leg here, but we can have a little look at the landscape. So I'm on tour now, activating NAV and autopilot button. Climbing to 6,000.
Okay.
James, who did the donation shortly here, is that one of the both people who interviewed you?
I am not 100% sure. I don't think so, although...
It's an honor to
Yeah,
chat with
because
the real life.
we kind of made sure that we don't mention our real-world names.
Yeah.
But we'll see what James says.
James N80X, I don't know.
Oh, there we go. Flight. I found it. Finally, I found a flight level change prompt. Sim Caesar. Shocking, isn't it? No, my real world is not. Like, what's the level? Right, just get the prop down a bit. For the climb. Temperature.
And
16
set the
degrees.
red lever to high idle, and you have a little bit more power.
Checked. David Bremerhoff, oh god. You guys. Right, there's Reynolds. Below me there, fantastic. Oh yeah. Quite misty in the distance today.
Yeah, it is a little bit, yeah. But the snow is gone,
Yeah.
and now we can see the beautiful landscape here.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. So, wind a bit from the right, 28 knots from the right, 13 headwind component.
I have about 33 from the right. Why do we have different weather?
Well, but just 1 knot difference. So I've 32. Yeah.
Ah, okay. I understand you said 20 knots.
No. So 32 from the right and 10 knots headwind. Hey, Andreas. Hello. Ah, okay. All right, James. So it is blue, is it?
Yeah, I think so. I saw in his video channel he was doing some real life flying, and this was in Austin.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I know that I think blue it was in Texas. Yeah, that which I do know. Okay, James. So if that is you, then yeah, pleasure. And I said, the offer, it will be an honor to do this again at some time. With maybe V1 or any other pilots, real world pilots. I see. Okay, James. Yeah, it's so cool. So, with the chat as well, and the questions being asked. Yeah, the 2 hours just went by so quickly. I could have easily, done another 2 hours. So when I start rambling on about things, yeah, people have to stop me at some point.
Even from the point of a viewer, it was not boring. It was very interesting, and amazing to look.
Yeah, and I didn't even, go into any things, real world flying stories. So just simply talk about prospects, future prospects, airline pilots, flight simming, the way flight sims have developed, how we see the future of different flight sims. Yeah, so many topics. Really cool. And again, I always keep saying it. It's always it's an exciting time at the moment. Flight simming has become very attractive. Lots of money now in that, so really cool.
I pushed the link to this interview there in the.
Yeah, thank you much, Brennan.
Someone like
yeah.
to have a look.
Thank you very much for that. Oh no, with all the discussion, I forgot to press Smart Cars Fly.
Oh.
Well, we'll do a manual.
Yeah,
The next
do a
one.
manual, no problem.
Oh wow, look at that. So it's getting a little bit more mountainous now.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are at the moment in Norway, and we're pretty much on the west coast. And just zoom out a bit so you guys know where we are. There we go. Yeah, so there we got Oslo. So we're flying from the west coast now towards Oslo, but we've already been to Oslo. So from here, I think, Brendel, correct, we're going to be more northbound then.
Yeah, we will go back to the coast, almost direction Bergen, but not directly Bergen. But there are some more interesting airports.
Okay.
And one of the next airports will be Echo November Sierra Golf. I hope this ICAO says you something.
No.
It's one of the more interesting airports. And I would recommend you to buy this airport from Orbix. It's actually in sale, very cheap,
Okay.
and I will buy it as well.
Is it a
Echo
new
November
airport?
Sierra Delta.
I think I have it.
Yeah, it's almost new. You have it for sure for P3D, but I don't know for MSFS.
Let me just have a look if I have it or not. Let's see.
So, 37 minutes to the top of descent. We have a little bit time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right behind you, Ronald. So,
Yeah, very good.
have you synced the altimeter? Oh, exactly 6,1004 hectopascals.
1013.
No, it should be 1004.
Really, but we are on 6,000. What's the transition altitude?
I have no charts here. I do not know.
I will have a look. Transition is 7,000. Yeah, okay, you're right. And we are below. 1007, you said?
Yeah, well, 4. No, it's 1004 I have. So, Europe, Echo, November. Sandane, you mean, or?
Yes, Sandane
Yeah.
is the one, and Sögndal is the other one.
Yeah.
They are highly recommended to buy. Echo November Sierra Delta is very challenging. You know this from many approaches we did there.
And also
worth
Echo
to
November
buy.
Sierra Golf. Okay, so I'm gonna buy both
Sierra
of those.
Golf, yeah. Yeah.
Do I think it's worth to buy this airplane? Andreas, the question is, do you enjoy flying these aircraft? So, of course, they're a lot slower, but this aircraft is modeled very nicely. So, sounds, and also with the Garmin NGXI, I think it's called. That's a free add-on. You can get through the marketplace here in Microsoft. It's really nice. You have so many features, programming of the... Yeah, if you love GA, you could do simply do VFR, or you can actually do IFR procedures as well. So it's very
In
versatile.
my opinion, it's one of the best modeled VFR aircrafts here.
Okay, so yeah, it gives you great versatility. You can fly, you know, the bush trips in Indonesia. And again, Brennell. Oh yeah, Brennell. Do you want to say you have made a new tour, correct?
Yeah, exactly. The small tour on the Shetland Islands. It's a very short tour. Starts in north of Scotland, and it hops over several small airports on the Shetland and Orkney Islands, and it is very challenging to fly there with the real-life weather because there's always very strong wind.
Yeah. Yeah. So oneengineout.com is the website to go to find all these different tours and smart
You need
cars.
to sign up for the One Engine Out, but don't worry, there is no cost, there is no
requirements.
no requirements. You don't have to fly any tours. You don't get tours assigned or something. It's all for fun, and you can leave every time when you like. You get the smart cars, which is a tool which records all your flights if you like. You get it for free. Yeah, I can recommend you do this. Maybe Douglas, you can show in the stream an overview over all the tours we have.
Yeah, hang on, I just want to purchase those two sceneries.
Okay. Compared to the Sandra Kodiak.
Hey, Insane Base, how does it compare to the Thrunda Kodiak? Have you flown that, Brennell? Thrunda?
No, I have never heard of that. Is it even for MSFS or is it for different?
Probably maybe for
simulator?
different flight sim.
Maybe for X-Plane, I don't know. Yeah.
X-Plane 11, yeah. Yeah, I've never tried it.
flown.
Yeah. Me neither.
But this one is very good. Every lever and knob is simulated, and the system's working very good.
Yeah.
And
You even
the flight
have
model is nice.
CB simulated, so a lot of people actually deactivate the standby horizon there. So they go pull standby attitude indicator there, that's CB. So that gives them better FPS performance.
For me, not. It makes no difference.
Insane base, no worries, all good. Wow.
And the nice one of the KODIAK is you have capabilities to fly to very short runways, which is not possible with something like a Mooney or a different aircraft, faster aircraft. And it's even not slow, it's up to 160, 170 knots sometimes indicated.
Yep.
I can recommend it, I like it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm 167 knots right now. All fine now.
Go the outside, please.
So the only thing, of course, is, you know, you may feel it's a bit different. It behaves a bit different because of Microsoft Flight Sim. So here you can see it's a bit more twitchy because of the wind influence and so on. What other flight sims do you recommend?
ECS.
No, for VFR airplanes. So Cessna 310, Brennard? I've got that as well, haven't I?
No, you don't have. You have Cessna 414. It is
Oh,
a
the
nice
414, yeah.
aircraft as well. Yeah,
Yeah, the 414, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the 414 is actually nicely modeled as well, yeah.
And the 310 is very good. I saw it in other streams. It's modeled very well. I think the question is 310 or 414. I can't recommend which one is the better.
No.
Both are very good.
Okay, so I will show the tour center. There we go. So, so here in the tour center, you've got available tours. Look at that. So fly around the stormy Orkney and Shetlands. That's a new one now. How many legs does that have? Oh wow, that's 16 flights all
Short.
around the Shetlands up here north. Look at that.
And some of the legs are very short, 5 to 8 minutes or so. But the landings, the landings are very challenging. Some of the runways are very short, very narrow, and you have very much wind.
Then you've got Explore Hawaii VFR in 80 days around the world.
Yeah, it's for airliners.
I mean, lovely. Look at that. 17 flights. Not that many flights, but it brings you around the world. How cool is that?
And it's made for a class like 737 or A320.
Okay.
All legs are flyable with an A320.
Nice. Yeah. VFR Iceland. Look at that. That's going to be interesting as well. IFR VFR Indonesia, Papua New Guinea. IFR flying UK, Ireland. VFR IFR America North to America South. Look at that. How many legs is that? That's 71 legs. And it brings you from, yeah, all the way west coast, or Alaska up here, west coast, northern, northern US, and so North America, South America. How cool is that? Yeah, you won't get bored.
Show the Indonesia tour. This is what for hardcore flight simmers.
So
it has a very big count of legs.
47 legs. That's what I mean.
Yeah, this is, but it's only the first part. When you have this completed, then the next part will open.
Okay.
And it's flying all around all these islands there. I think in total, this are about 200 legs.
Oh wow, 200 legs. So that's part 1, yeah, and part 2.
And interesting is the Cargo Lux tour. You can show it is for a kind of 747 cargo aircraft, or maybe 777 cargo. Then you can fly all around the world. Are very many legs and hours to fly.
Yeah. Yeah. So for each liking, something to do. Deutschland tour, delivery flights, Iberia, Norway tour here. That's what we're flying to at the moment. The Orbix Freeway Australia tour. That's available worldwide. Well, yeah, I mean the network itself. I think yes. However, the question is if you get service or not. And that depends, obviously, James, on different daytimes and different regions. Wow, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful. Snow again here.
Yeah. Andreas, well, yeah, sure. So again, it's completely free. You don't have to pay anything. There's no minimum requirements, no flight hour requirements. So the address is this way. So right, there's the link to that website. Yeah, and again, if you want to log your flights, I do recommend the free version of the Smart Cars add-on.
You can download Smart Cars from the One Engine Out website, and this bound to our airline, virtual airline. You can't use it for the other one. But it logs all your flights. You can see it on a map, all flights you done. It makes kind of statistics. It's interesting.
What new GPU? Yeah.
You can earn ranks, starting with cadet. I think you can go to captain, senior captain, and so on with more flight hours. There's only one thing I don't like so much on the MSFS landscape. This is that most of the mountains are a little bit round.
Yeah.
Normally mountains are a little bit sharper. They are, I don't know the word, secluded. And here it is almost a little bit round.
So it's a bit more rocky, really. So.
Yeah, rocky. Yeah. Here, that's a word.
Yeah, but the cool thing is, so Andre, I don't run my settings here in Ultra. Pretty much the only Ultra settings I have for clouds, I think. Everything else is pretty much just high, and it looks brilliant already. So enjoyable.
In my opinion, Norway is one of the most beautiful countries in the world.
It
And
really
I
is
do
lovely.
like Alaska very much.
Yeah.
Do you know that Valdez in Alaska, Papa Alpha Victor Delta, is now back in the simulator? With the last update, they got it in the simulator.
Okay. Check
This we already were there. It has a very challenging circling approach.
Yeah.
It's like kind of Calvi,
Okay.
and maybe you can put it on your list for one of the next flights.
Okay. Yeah, I'll, if you can post that to me in Discord or something.
Of course, I will do.
Thank you much. Yeah.
And there is still a kind of a nightmare challenge of me, you know? You remember?
I remember that engine out in Paro.
Paro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of things to do. Yeah, the scenery is absolutely gorgeous. I was just about to mention something. Oh yeah, another thing that may be very interesting with the next update is glider flying.
Oh yes.
So especially here when you do multiplayer, you know, we could try and make a little challenge. Let's say fly from A to B in the glider, not using any propellers, power, just gliding, and see how many people reach the destination.
That's not that easy. I hope they implement thermals.
Yeah.
When you're only set on mountain waves,
Yeah,
then you sometimes have problems.
Yeah. That would be really cool. So somewhere around the Alps or something, and yeah, a little challenge.
Yeah, I already saw some people glider flying in MSFS. I think there is a DG 208 or something like that. I don't know exactly. They flew around with that, but I think thermals are not simulated right now.
Yeah,
you have to use the mountain waves,
Yeah,
otherwise
exactly.
you can't stay over.
Yeah, so hopefully they will implement the thermal soon. Yeah.
I hope so, yeah.
Are gliders difficult to control? Well, the big difference when we fly gliders is that you have to actively use your rudder pedals, so the rudder, to do turn coordination. So in a glider, if you do kind of competitive gliding, you want to make sure that you fly the aircraft as efficiently as possible, so with the least amount of drag. And so when you start, you know, a turn, or when you roll out of a turn, you always have to coordinate the rudder usage as well, so the aircraft doesn't yaw as you're doing the turns, or come out of a turn. So yeah, it is a bit different to fly.
More difficult to do go round. You can always go round, it's not that correct.
But then again, I mean, yeah, you have, you know, the gliding numbers. Was it 1 to 50 or something? So for each meter that you lose, you can glide 50 meters in distance. So.
And here they implemented winch launching. You can see even the winch rope, which pulls you up.
Yeah.
And they implement a kind of multiplayer tow planes.
Nice.
Then one can fly the tow plane and the other one flies the glider.
How cool is that? That was brilliant.
And it's not that easy.
Yeah,
it's not that easy.
No, it isn't. Yeah. No, that's true.
When the glider pilot do some weird things, for example, pulling up, then he pulls the tail of the aircraft, of the tow aircraft up.
Yeah.
And he got some problems.
Yeah.
What's that strange mountain in front of us there, Black Box? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Maybe a terrain error, or
Could be.
weird.
Yeah, that does look weird. Yeah. The Airbus helicopter. Yeah, there's some freeware. Yeah, so I think that's what you're referring to. Oh no, that's payware. No, there's one helicopter which is very good, but that's payware. Yeah, I do know.
But here they are not very realistic model, because they use the flight model of wing aircraft to make the helicopter. But the rotor aircrafts have different flight models, and they will bring it in the simulator later on.
Yeah. Have you ever spent time in Norway? So I've been to some Norwegian airports and had some night stops, but I've not had a holiday trip or anything like that in Norway yet. No, which is a shame. Yeah.
Often was in Oslo.
Well,
right?
Oslo. I've been to Stavanger, Bergen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been to a couple of airports there. Eternal hopes that fly like the DCS here. Yeah, it's just so much on their plate, really, isn't it? So there's still, you know, so many important things they need to fix, and I just hope it doesn't break something on the way.
Yeah, first of all, they should fix all the annoying crash to desktops. I have some friends here, flight simulator, flying, and they all the time have crash to desktops.
Okay. Wow.
Sometimes two crash to desktops in one flight.
Yeah, so from what I've heard, one of the big issues is obviously something with USB ports. So whenever you have something disconnecting itself, that seems to interfere.
Okay.
Yeah, so like Sawusa says, he's done over 50 flights now and no crash to desktop so far. Yeah, so my ratio flights to the crash to desktops was actually extremely good until I think last stream or the stream before that, where I had I think 2 crash to desktops. But yeah, today, knock on wood, no issues up to now.
Yeah, sometimes I can do 3-4 flights without any crash to desktops, and sometimes, yeah, the aircraft is standing still on the ground. I do nothing, and plop, it just disappeared. No reason, no button press, nothing. Simply, simulator disappeared.
There was one thing. Do you have anything, Brennelt, installed that does anything with PC lighting? So, you know, sometimes you have these fancy colors, you know, with the RAM or the GPU or something.
No, I don't have that.
Because when I looked into the event viewer, there were a couple of crashes of those drivers, and so I don't know if that was...
Oh, really?
And I've deinstalled all that. So now, at the moment, at least, I don't get those error messages anymore.
Yeah, this mountain is looking stranger. I don't know if it is real or if it is an error, bug.
Well, now it looks more like a mountain, though. So, but
Yeah.
you're right. It's kind of weird that it sticks out that way.
Someone here from Norway can say if it is real.
Good night, Black Box.
Hey, Voyager, mach's gut. Yeah, have a great weekend. Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, it's German live stream from 16 to 19, and then 19 onwards English again. Lucky with the weather today, Brennett. Yeah. Awesome.
Very good. I will set a marker in my program here, and then I will have a look later on what this is.
Magnus says, looks strange, but then again, he's from Sweden.
Okay.
Yeah, but that looks a bit to me like a scenery error.
Yeah, for me as well.
James wants to visit Great Britain before any place else. Would have liked to been there for the Nation's Platinum Jubilee. Watch her coronation. Like, oh wow. Well, that definitely gives you some nice context then, yeah. It's a cave of Batman. No, it's not. That's a lie.
So 30 minutes to top of test.
Yeah.
Top of descent.
Okay, so yeah, after this I'll do one more leg. So we're gonna fly from Galo to Storenzo. That's Echo November Sierra Oscar. And for that airport, that's always a freeway airport.
Yes. And this Echo November Delta India, where we are going to right now, is not in the simulator per default.
Mm-hmm.
You need an airport add-on for it, otherwise you can't see the airport.
Yeah. But it's good on flightsim.to, you get that all for free.
Yeah. But sometimes there exist paper add-ons which are more beautiful simulated.
Yeah. And always have to wait for a sale. It's like now on Orbix you get
Yeah.
how many? 40%?
Actually, They have a lot of airport add-ons on sale in Alaska as well. I will buy a lot of Alaska airports tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, also I was intrigued to hear today that Phuket Airport will be releasing soon from, is it MK Studios? Yeah, let me just check the announcement.
This is an interesting airport.
Well, it's a nice tourist destination, and I've been there in real life.
Okay.
So Singapore is a nice add-on, and then you fly to Phuket. And I mean, again, if the weather is simulated nicely with all those thunderstorms that happen there frequently, always interesting.
I'm always more interested in challenging airports like Calvi or Ajaccio or Tivat or something like that. So normal, simple airports are not that on my bucket list.
I was just seeing Fly to High releases Sofia International. I was actually really intrigued by that, but I was very disappointed because there's a couple of issues with the airport elevation. So, for example, when you taxi into the gates, it drops off like 2 meters towards the terminal, which is totally unrealistic. Because Sofia Airport can be lovely, challenging, and if the weather is nice, you get visual approaches. I've done so many visual approaches there already. So cool.
Maybe is there an Asovo airport of Sofia and they interfere? You have to deactivate the other one?
Yeah, I had a look. No, so nothing with standards. So
okay. Yeah, in Stockholm, for Sierra Alpha, I think it's the same problem. There are some problems with the runways. When you're taxiing along there, then you crash. Simple in taxiing.
yeah, Magnus. Yeah, we had a podcast yesterday. Yeah. Brilliant. Really enjoyed it. Had some good talks. Yeah, and we talked for 2 hours, and we could have gone on and on. So it's good that they pulled the plug at some point because, like I said, you have to stop me at some point. I will just go on rambling on about stuff.
That's the question of James. Do all aircraft have autopilots these days? No, not all aircraft. There exists a lot of aircraft for special, the ultralight or microlight aircrafts. They don't have autopilot. They are allowed to have autopilots. You do manual flying all the time.
I guess if you look at the ultralight aircraft these days, what's the limit? 400 something kilograms.
Yeah, 472 kilograms, but they are pushing the limit to 600.
Yeah, but
right
still,
now.
I mean, imagine you want to implement autopilot systems. You have to have those, cables, the servos, etc., etc. That's a lot of extra weight, I would imagine.
Yeah, but it's no problem. There exist some of these aircrafts, not in Germany, but in other countries with autopilot, and it works.
Okay.
It's not that heavy. The servos are small and light, and cables are not the problem. And the controllers are already in the aircraft. It's not a problem to have that, but it's not allowed in Germany for some reason.
Okay, so certification stuff. Okay.
Yeah, certification.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's off from some old guys in the government. They say when
Welcome
they
aboard
have
the Captain Black Box
autopilot,
YouTube
then
channel
they do fly
subscriber
in IFR
experience.
conditions, and
Could
they
new
don't,
subscribers please make their way to the
are not
first
allowed
class
to fly in
cabin,
IFR,
where
and
complimentary drinks, snacks, and
so we
premium
don't allow
flight
them
entertainment
to
will be
have an
served.
autopilot.
Thank you.
That they don't go into IFR.
Okay. Magnus, thank you so much. Magnus Sandquist coming in with a new membership. That's really kind of you. Thank you for the support, Magnus. Welcome to our community. If you are interested, if you do have Discord, if you use Discord, we have the option for you to connect your account here with my Discord channel, and then you get access to some subscriber channels. We have lots of workshop files there, lots of interesting stuff. All areas of the aviation, so weather files, performance, procedures, all kinds of stuff.
So in some minutes we have the top of descent.
Mhm.
We can do a VNAV descent.
Yep.
Just dial down the altitude to 4,500 and press the VNAV button.
Yep. Armed.
Yeah. But from Ibamu to the destination, we have to fly manually. It is not possible to do this without pilot.
Okay.
It is pretty much a left turn. We come over a lake, fly along the lake to the left, and then you will follow a little river, and then you can see the runway.
Okay.
Or simply follow me. If you can't still see me.
I don't know. How many miles do you have to Ebamu?
Ibamu is where is it?
21 miles and a half.
Yeah, I'm looking where I can see
Private
it.
flight display.
Yeah, 19.5.
Okay, yeah. So you're 1 mile ahead of me. Okay.
Yeah. I still have 27 knots crosswind from right. Let's see how it is on the airport.
Definitely be challenging again. So where I'm just looking for where I found the news on.
What are you looking for?
Oh, Orbix, yeah, that's it. So Orbix previewed the Phuket Airport for Max Flight Center. Yeah, that's where I saw the news. Yeah. Yeah, it looks very nice. Yeah, I'll put that. And I'm pretty sure we already have a Singapore airport add-on. Maybe it's actually stock airport. Oh, Orbix is selling that as well. I'm missing so much stuff. Since when are they selling that on Orbix? Yeah, so Singapore Changi Airport is available. And the producer is CloudSurf Asia. Okay. Nice. So you do a little U-turn in about 4.5 minutes.
Okay.
Kind of nice, so we're
I
not...
changed my VNAV profile to 4 degrees for the moment because here are some higher clouds. I think it's a little bit better to do this descent a little bit later.
It's weird, I have no clouds.
Sorry, I said clouds. I mean mountains.
Oh,
sorry.
nice, okay. There we go.
Yeah, because of the mountains.
Yeah. Cumulus granitus, as they call it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Have you ever done a terrain escape maneuver, Blackbox?
In real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because that was on the, that was on 737 because an aircraft was approaching below us. Actually, no, we were descending towards an aircraft. We didn't have TCAS back then, and so the radar altimeter started picking up the other aircraft. And at some point, obviously, the radar altimeter thought we were actually approaching terrain because we were flying parallel to the traffic below us. And yeah, we were descending into Stuttgart, I think it was. And at some point, we just got a pull-up warning. And we're in IMC at night time. And man, when you hear that in real life, you just completely do what you've been trained to do, and at the same time, it gives you the chills because that was completely unexpected, and you're wondering what's happening. Why? You know, am I so far off track? Did I have a map shift somewhere in the, or is the altimeter wrong or something? Have I dialed in the wrong QNH setting? So all these things go through your mind while you do that maneuver. And if you do that in real life, you feel the G loads by doing that.
Yes.
So it is interesting.
But it was good when you had an aircraft below you. That's very dangerous. When you descend, then you can crash.
Yeah, well, I mean, we would have leveled off 1,000 feet above them.
So, okay.
But the radar altimeter didn't know that. It just registered a certain, approach rate to what it thought it was terrain, and then just started screaming, terrain, pull up.
So, starting my descent right now.
Yep, me too. Nina path.
Okay, we follow this course until we are overhead the little lake there. Then we follow the little lake to the left and continue following the lake until we can see the airport.
Okay. Yeah, so it does have some altitude Reynolds to the final approach fix. So I'm just wondering if I'm going to dial in 3,000 feet and let the aircraft just follow that path.
Yeah, maybe you can try, but I don't know if this works. I think you will crash into some mountains.
Okay. There was an option somewhere regarding some map options, terrain on, trouble. There we go. So maybe that way we can see if terrain is an issue.
So, put it up. Okay, I'm a little bit too early. I have to climb over the next ridge.
So if it does the left turn soon, I'll be in that valley. There we go. Yeah, should be alright.
No, it's too early, backwards.
Alright.
We have to climb over the next ridge, then comes the lake, and there we have to go. When you now turn left, then you you don't come into the axis for the runway. I can see it on my moving map here.
What's the elevation of the airport, Ronald?
Hold on. 2,500. So here's the lake in front.
So it's maintaining altitude 4,500 very nicely. It's waiting for now for the path to come in.
Yeah, you can try it, but I think it will not went good. Go good.
Yeah. You can always go around.
Yeah. Only when you have a glider, then you can't always.
Yeah,
go
that's
around.
true. There's always an exception.
Then you have one try. One try or dead.
Okay, so here comes the path. Select one set of flaps here, just slowing down a bit. Yeah, Danny, no worries.
Stabilizer motion.
So, yeah, this tour is available anytime. You can fly this anytime you like. Good. Let's put this to full forward.
and low idle for the approach.
Gotcha. Oh, makes a huge difference. Wow.
Yeah. Brakes very much better than.
Yeah. Okay, so the runway is at the lake, at the river, on the right-hand side, I guess.
Yeah, I think yes. So now you have overtaken me.
So it should turn final any moment. It's still nicely descending. Yep, there's the runway. Looks very nice. Right, autopilot off.
But you missed all the beautiful views here on the lakes. I'm
No.
flying over. Yeah.
Oh no.
I made this routing for a reason. Okay, I can see you in front of me.
All right. Everything's nicely trimmed. Love it. Is it really? I don't know what time here is in sim. Hang on. It's local time. 18 UTC.
18:40.
Yeah, yeah. So. But what we do on the ground, we can put it to real time and see what a color is like here.
Yeah, I think it's completely dark.
At the moment, no, I don't think so. I mean, the sun will have set, yes, but I think it's still going to be a little bit light.
Yeah, maybe. But it's not enough to do VFR flight.
500.
Only night VFR.
Yeah. So the cool thing is you get that virtual glide slope indication there. So the only thing you need to worry about is the trees.
Yeah, the trees sometimes are not realistic. Normally an airport don't have high trees in the final. And I always ignore them and fly through them.
So this runway is a bit longer.
When you're landed, then you can do your manual pilot and book the next flight.
Yeah. Ah, some people waiting here.
Really? Okay. But I can't see any name tag. Maybe that are AI planes or so.
So nice. So that reverse thrust is working. Very nice. Very good. Can't get out of it. There we go. Oh, so I can't go over here. I have to stay on this side. Okay. That's interesting.
I hope you don't like to move backward right now, because I'm in the final, hot
Okay.
final.
Yeah, 10 seconds. I'm off the runway.
Very good. I need 10 to land.
Oh, there you go.
15.
Got a Cessna 152 and a Cessna. Oh, that's static aircraft. Lol. I thought there's gonna be some people flying in.
And normally I should see the name tags of the people if here are some, but I can't see any.
So there comes Reynolds. So do we take off opposite again, or?
No, in the same direction. Or we can do in the opposite direction, then you can see the lake if you like.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So,
Beautiful.
we're going from Geilo to Stord Airport. Fly leg. Smart cars. Fly. Start. Okay, so smart cars is running. Then I'll do the programming. So, flight plan.
First of all, menu and delete flight plan.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So then press procedure, select approach. We have November Sierra Oscar. And we will do the 1-4. We can use the ANAV 1-4. It's most easiest. ANAV 1-4. Natanga transition. And we don't need minimums. And go to activate.
I wonder if people in the rear actually struggle the way I do. So,
Province?
enter. So, RMP, which one?
1-4.
Now that's how pros do it.
And
Via?
transition Natanga.
Right.
Oder Natka.
Yeah. Okay.
Then go to origin again and enter there this airport here, November Delta India.
How to get to origin?
Press on the FMS knob, the style knob. Press on and then no, first of all you have to activate. Dial down to activate.
No, too late. So let me do it differently. So I'll do this. Let me just enter origin. So I don't know. I need to do the Airbus way, otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So, do you have any en route fixes?
No.
Okay. So we go straight to destination.
And we do runway, takeoff runway. 08. Yep. Same.
I have 1432 for departure.
What? How is that possible? November Delta India, runway 08. Let me have a look. Is that right?
Oh no, why is that for Enzo? Disregard. No, this is all good.
08 is correct.
Yeah. So. Good.
You have it? The approach is not correct, I would say.
No. So, procedure. Select approach. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Load. I'm ready.
Fantastic. Let's go.
How high are we going to climb up first of all? 6,000 again, or?
Yeah, again, I would say. I think it's enough runway here. We do the intersection from here.
Okay.
go to flaps 2 and check trim. So let me see. Oh, my trim. Trim's okay, and I idle for takeoff. And let's go.
Ready when you are.
On the way. So now we do a little flying here for sightseeing. Simply continue runway heading. Climb slowly.
So beautiful lakes.
One thing I dislike a little bit. Oh, generator failed.
What?
Okay. This, I had a generator fail, but I have an issue here when I use one of my switches. Then it switches off again the generator accidentally. I don't know why. One thing I dislike in the aircraft here are some click spots are so small that you have many problems to hit them. For example, the landing line. So now you can see the lake here. Beautiful.
Yes.
What? Someone coming across?
Okay. So turning to get engine
Right.
Yeah.
So now I will push the FMS knob and go to dial on Natanga, then press the direct button and enter and enter.
Direct.
And then you can activate nav and autopilot.
Yeah. So we're coming up 6,000 feet. Yep, lovely. Out to hold 6,000. Setting everything for cruise flight, RPM. There we go. Talk a bit more. Oh, okay. Careful with
And
the NG. Good.
inertial separator off.
Yep.
Why am I now on 6,100?
always have headwind for some reason. Now, crosswind 12 and headwind 10. GG's.
Okay. I have 16 head. Almost head.
So flight time, about 35 minutes.
Yeah. This
Nice.
was a little bit of a remote airport here.
Yeah.
Where are you now? Ah, yeah, you're on my right side.
So yeah, we're coming back to the, just fly by the airport. Excuse me. Yeah. There's the airport below us.
Full? Yeah, exactly. I can see it. What's your speed now?
162.
Well, perfectly. Exact same for me.
Yeah, so I've set a RPM of 2020 and I have NG about 100 and torque is a 1720.
Yep. I have 99.8 NG and 2010 NP.
Yeah, there it is.
Torque is almost at the yellow.
Nice. So I think I am going to get myself another drink.
Don't miss the top of this.
No, 5 minutes.
Okay.
Good night, black box.
Oh, actually, still 40 viewers here. Very nice. Very impressive. No one likes to fly along with us. Often do this here. We often do bigger group flights. We already had group flights with 20 or 25 people together. It was awesome. next time you can join, no problem. If you like, start the simulator and take off, fly with us.
Did you have thunderstorms today, Brennard, at Cologne?
No, we had a little bit of rain, I think, a while ago, but thunderstorm, no.
Yeah, here it's like it kind of started a little bit east of us and it went towards Hamburg, or it was to the west of us. But yeah, at our place we didn't have any thunderstorms at all.
That's good. But a little bit rain is good for the nature.
Yeah.
I don't know how the flowers and plants in your garden develop.
Well, my wife does a lot of watering, so everything's nice and green.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and we had sometimes some rain. But I can remember some years ago we had a period of I think 6-7 weeks in sequence where the weather was very dry and hot, and there the farmers had some problems with their vegetables.
Yeah.
I told James about our group flights. Sometimes we had group flights with 20-25 people together. You remember?
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of strange because I mean Microsoft literally makes it a lot easier to do group flights and to fly together. And I know that SimCaesar, for example, always has a huge kind of special day where he flies in the group flight. There's a lot of people join there.
Yeah, we can do next time a bigger group flight, which we can announce some days in advance, and then the people can make a date for that and fly with us.
Yeah, yeah, could do that. Yeah. Anytime.
But on Sunday, unfortunately, I have no time. And then I'm going to the wedding
Ah, yeah.
of
right.
my
Yeah,
nephew.
yeah.
But the next one.
So let me see. So I've got my
As far as I can remember, we have some legs missing in the Alps tour.
yeah.
Complete Austria.
So if I'm lucky, I may be home for the 2nd and 3rd of July.
Okay.
So we could do something there, maybe.
What day of week is it?
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, okay. Saturday, Sunday, yeah, would be great. One of the days.
So I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a 5-day rotation from Monday onwards. I have. So I come back on Friday. Yeah, yeah. So Saturday, Sunday should be free for sure.
Yeah. Tell me which day is best for you, then I will prepare something, and I will post this in the flight plan in flight plan channel here. Then I hope some more people will come with us.
So
Maybe
I guess
we can do a IFR group flight. We a long time ago we have no IFR group flight done.
yeah. Just wondering what would be more attractive for people flying IFR. You know, going on VATSIM or
I don't know. Maybe not. I know some people, including me, they are not so keen on fly on VATSIM because it's always stressing, and I have problems to understand the people there, especially when it is in the US. I remember the question of one of your interviewers who asked you, when I have to fly into JFK, I wouldn't understand any word of the controller there.
no. But I'm sure, I mean, we have some really cool airports nowadays to fly around. So, you know, we could do maybe 2 flights or something, and then Greek islands or something.
Yeah, maybe. Why not?
And,
Samos always interesting.
Yeah.
Or Skiathos.
Yeah, just do some interesting approaches. Yeah. That would be great. So let's see, 24 minutes to go.
Eastward to Isle of Samos. Yeah, that would be a little bit too long. I think it's about 3 hours or so. It is too long.
Yeah. So if you do like 2 flights, so 2 airports, then 45 minutes flight time would be optimum.
Maybe something like from Athens to Samos, and then from there to Skiathos or something like that.
Yeah, that should work
All
nicely. Yeah.
All short flights, but interesting approaches.
Yeah, that should work. Yeah.
Or from Corfu, Blackbox. From Corfu to Samos.
I'm waiting for Corfu. Corfu is not released yet, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's sad.
that would be one of my absolute favorite airports to get again.
Yeah. Nice one.
Yeah, so cool.
But how about to fly again 747 in the simulator?
I have to start P3D again. I have not started P3 in, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks now, so I wanted to see if that still runs.
The last days I started P3D and
Good
I loaded
night,
my 747
Black
in Split, and I looked the landscape and said, "Oh God, it's no comparison to MSFS.
Yeah.
It's much worse."
Lee,
Yeah,
mach's
then
gut. Good night, Lee.
And
Yeah.
I tried to fly my 747 from Split to I don't know where, to Athens, but I did a performance calculation. The performance calculator said no way. I completely unloaded my aircraft. No people, no freight on board, and the calculator said no way.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, then I had to change to another aircraft. I flew the A320 then. About 2,100 meters or so is in Split, and no chance to start there at 747-800.
Yeah.
So 18 minutes.
Yeah. Let's look at the right-hand side of the distance there. in that valley. It's beautiful.
Yes, I think we come now in the area where all the famous fjords are.
Okay.
Maybe we can see one when we fly along to the coast. Yes, we cross the famous fjord, but I can't see the name. Eiranger Fjord, maybe. Not far away. I think I'm crossing it in 5 minutes. Hardanger Fjord.
Still find it fascinating though that I didn't buy any scenery add-ons here for Norway. It's just Manila. It's Microsoft Manila scenery and looks so good.
Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, I can see your lights. You are very close to me.
Yep.
I'm on your left side, front.
Oh yeah, got you as well, yeah. So, we want to descend to 4,000 later on.
Oh, so one question. Do you have sometimes that you have to fly with your Airbus through an echo airspace?
Yeah.
Where you yourself have to watch out
Yeah.
for other aircraft?
Yeah. Friedrichshafen is one of those airports. Bremen is one of those
Okay.
airports. Yeah, and I promise we have really bad charts to quickly or easily see when we cross echo airspace, so it's always a bit of a nuisance.
You need to install ForeFlight on your iPad.
Yeah.
Then you have everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. Apparently, they're supposed to bring out new charts for us, so that's more easily visible. But yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, again, we're normally the faster one, the heavier one. We have to avoid other aircraft, so smaller aircraft.
But I can imagine it's very difficult to make out the other aircraft with that speed what you are flying to.
Yeah.
I mean, we are flying here in the little VFR aircraft, I mean, with Herbert, and we are doing about 150 knots or so, maximum.
Wow.
And you are much, much faster. And yeah, when you can see the aircraft at the little dot on the horizon, 5 seconds later, they are there.
Yeah. The thing I'm worried most about is coming through in descent through the clouds and then having, you know, glider aircraft below the clouds somewhere.
Oh, yes. But I don't know why is that. Why are not all approaches protected by airspace or by control center, control zones?
Good question. I mean, you could obviously make the echo airspace a lot smaller by increasing the controlled airspace, but of course then the VFR pilots will complain. There was a discussion when the incident happened in Hamburg, where a Lufthansa 321 almost hit a glider. And the glider was completely legal because that it was a woman. She was flying completely in normal airspace, so uncontrolled airspace, fine VFR. And the Airbus just got extremely far radar vectors, so they were outside of the controlled airspace at the point. And so they got the radar vectors, and the pilots didn't really understand, or they didn't realize they were actually in uncontrolled airspace. So yeah, they almost hit that glider. So they came in from behind and almost, well, they saw it. It was already too late. So it was just pure luck that didn't hit the glider. And that glider pilot actually, she filmed the whole incident, so she had a GoPro camera installed, and you could see that that 321 just go, you know, really close by.
Wow. And she had some problems with wake turbulence, I guess?
I'm not sure. I don't think it was hit by wake turbulence, but again, it was on YouTube for a while, and then got taken down.
Ah, okay. Yeah, the problem is we often talk about that that not all flying aircrafts or all flying things, I would say balloons or gliders, do have a transponder. And when they would have a transponder, then the ATC would see them, and even when it is an echo airspace, they can tell you there is an aircraft, watch out, or they can vector you around them. So,
So-
here is the fjord
Yeah,
coming back.
yeah, so beautiful.
Hardanger Fjord.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
Still
it is
frozen.
frozen down
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
yeah. But I think it's not realistic. I don't think that it's frozen today.
Probably not, no.
Yeah, maybe they have 12, 15 degrees or so. It would not be frozen. And it is salt water. It freezes a little bit later.
Right, so the next mountain ridge is going to be pretty close to our level.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks good. Looks alright.
It is green in my terrain radar. It should go.
Yeah. Just a little bit yellow in there. Right now. Wow, that fjord, look at that.
Quite high terrain here.
So, 12 minutes to Nazca. Start the approach.
Co-pilot is not talking that much, Blackbox, right?
No. She seems to be in a bad mood. She's not smiling. Concentrating.
I remember you talked about the female pilots in this interview. And you said it's about 5% or so.
Yeah, I think it's 5-6%.
And what do you think about how many female captains there are?
Well, I do. Again, it's about 5% of all the captains are, I would say, female.
Captains too, yeah. Okay.
James, no. So this is a livery made by one of the community members. I think it's also Eternal, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So he made that for us, and it's downloadable in the One Engine Out website. So in the oneengineout.com website, you have a download section. Lots of different aircraft. I think DC-6, the KODIAK, Phoenix, the fly-by-wire mod.
Sorry. You should re-download this livery. This is not complete.
Okay.
On the tail wing there should be one engine out, OEO.
Yeah. We downloaded it.
Send you a screenshot.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. I like it as well. So let's go to
There are one engine out liveries for many aircraft.
Yeah.
A320, 737, CRJ, and much more.
Yeah.
Have a look to your Discord channel, private channel.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, let's see. Yeah, re-download that.
Maybe it's an old version.
Most likely. I guess it's still all frozen here and cold because it's so high up.
Yeah, I have an outside temperature here of 9 degree in this altitude. I think down below there should be 15 or 18 degrees.
So the right hand side of the lake is partially frozen and partially not frozen, so... And up ahead, yeah, you can see it's melting as well.
Yeah. I think it looks interesting with this partially frozen,
Yeah.
but I can't imagine that it's real. In the next times, I think 2 weeks, there will arrive the floatwares version of the KODIAK. And when this is out, we can do a float flight
Yeah.
with water landings.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. We did that in P3D at some point, I remember.
Yeah, we did in Alaska.
Yeah, yeah.
With, I think with the twin otter
Yeah.
floats.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun, yeah.
Here even exists some water airports where you can start your float plane.
Yeah, lovely.
I'm already thinking about making float plane tour for the one engine out.
I was just about to suggest that, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But I tried it already. The Twin Otter do have a float version, but it's very, very difficult to control the thing in the water.
Yeah.
You don't have a brake, you don't have a rudder. You can work with differential thrust, but it works very poorly. It's not a fun to maneuver that thing in the water.
And that is a shame.
It is.
Good. So, top descent is approaching. And the VNAV.
4 minutes for VNAV. They're already dialing in. What is final approach fix 2000? Dialing in 2000.
Roger.
And press VNAV.
Yeah, that was really beautiful today.
Yeah,
The sceneries.
awesome. Have a look backwards. The mountains there are looking great in this light. Yeah, very good as well. James, when he is still here, our only viewer who is stayed until this time.
We still have about 30 viewers, I think, here, so.
Yeah. 31 now.
So the are you having a holiday sometime this year, Brent? Are you flying anywhere or?
Yeah, up to now it's nothing planned. I haven't planned any holidays. We haven't planned any trips. The only thing I know, I will not fly with a commercial plane because I dislike all the behavior so on the airports right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I will fly with Herbert somewhere, or I will go with my car.
Yeah, it's hearing how many flights are being cancelled all over the place at the moment. It's
Yeah, it's crazy. Imagine you booked a cruise with a cruise ship, and you have to be there at a certain time, and then your flight is cancelled. The ship is not waiting. They're going away, and then you can't come on board. Your holiday is almost broken.
Yeah. I think really, if you want to make sure in these cases, just fly one day prior and just stay in a hotel in the city where the ship is leaving.
Yeah, I already thought about that, but when you book what's the word? Anreise.
So the journey to the holiday.
Yeah, exactly. When you book the journey to the cruise ship with your complete cruise, yeah.
Yeah.
Normally I book it at a certain company where they operate ships.
Yeah.
And they book for me the flight,
Yeah.
and so I have no choice which flight I want to use, and I can't say I want to fly a day earlier or so, and so I have no chance to have influence.
Yeah, no options. Yeah.
I can book the flight without the company. I can book it by my own, but then it's my own responsibility to come on board.
Yeah.
And when flights are cancelled, then my
insurance.
journey is gone.
Yeah.
No insurance. I have to pay, and I get nothing for that. And when the responsibles at the cruise ship company, then they have to bring me on board. However, and when they cannot do that, then I have to get my money back.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, here's top descent.
Yes, it is. For me as well. You are very close behind me.
Enough bar. Wind is changing very drastically at the moment.
Yeah, that is the same problem we had with Active Sky years ago. When they read in a new meter and something changed, then very suddenly they changed the winds.
Yeah.
But in the later versions, they did a soft transfer transition from the one wind to the other wind, and they here in MSFS don't do that. It's sad that we don't have Active Sky for MSFS.
No. Or a good camera system.
Yeah, both. I hate that camera system.
I mean, I've gotten used to it, but yeah, it's not user friendly at all.
Yeah.
Thank you much, James. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks again for your support. Yeah, have a great weekend.
Yeah, good night, James. I made a big thread in the forum of Asobo, and up to now, I think 100 people say the same, like I said.
Wow, okay.
But nobody of Asobo takes care about that.
Okay.
No command, nothing.
So I hope they stop any kind of commercial gaming, add-on like we've seen with the F-18 or the Reno racing, etc. Just concentrate on fixing the bugs, improving the products.
Yeah. But they wanna earn money, And so they push out some gaming content for the simulator, and the young people like it and buy it.
So I think I can see the airport lights. Beautiful. All right. Wow. That's also very interesting.
Yeah, it's beautiful
Okay,
with the small islands here. I think they are called Schären. I don't know if this word is able to translate to English. So turning final now.
Yeah. See you 12 o'clock.
So slowly to decelerate now. Okay, press approach button. No. So, full and low idle. And landing light on.
So also approach and yeah, on final.
Very good.
Absolutely stunningly beautiful. So nice.
Yeah, I would really like to fly here in reality. But has planned to make a new tour, but I don't know if I can take part.
Okay.
He has already promised it to another friend.
Okay. Which airport is it? It's called Echo November Sierra Oscar. It's on the west coast again of Norway. I can give you the name in a second. Hold on. It's stored. Yeah, stored airport. Stored. S-T-O-R-D.
About 6 knots headwind, short before the runway.
Okay. So flaps are full.
Turbulence is here.
I find it so difficult to fly with the V-bar, flight director.
Yeah, I don't like it as well. I more like the Airbus style of flight director.
yeah.
I think you can change it
Yeah,
anytime.
crossbars. I like the crossbars. I found I tried to look for the menu, trying to find it. Haven't found it yet.
Yeah, I will have a look if I can find it. Maybe it is not implemented. So I'm going far away to the end of the runway, so you can land.
Okay.
I missed the exit, and no, I had to taxi back, but I cannot do it before you landed.
Okay.
So my landing rate was 22 feet per minute.
Wow, GG.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Nice looking approach.
Yeah, I have the shadow of the aircraft on the right there.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
I'm not happy with that one. Ran up the airspeed at the end.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Watch the airspeed close enough. Oh, beautiful. But yeah, what a gorgeous, gorgeous landscape.
Yeah, very beautiful. But they're coming up much more legs, which are as beautiful as today, or more even.
Good. So 180 here.
Okay.
I find it fascinating that so many of these airports are freeway add-ons. That's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, some enthusiasts are doing them. I think almost all airports on tour we have here, with very less exceptions, are small freeway add-on.
Nice.
How do you control the tiller, Blackbox?
I have rudder pedals on that.
But you were using rudder pedals for tiller and rudder, right? Same rudder pedals, right?
Yeah.
I have a recommendation for you because I have some problems to control the aircraft in takeoff or landing while I set the tiller on the pedals, the tiller and the rudder on the pedals. And so I changed it. I removed the tiller from the pedals and set it on the aileron, on the stick. So you can control the tiller like in the Dash 8 on P3D, and you have more control while takeoff or landing.
Okay.
Maybe you should try it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get in contact with you anyways with the FSUI PC setup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just tell me, then I can show you how to do it. It's not difficult. Okay.
Right, so
Engines off.
That's done. Looking good. Aircraft is chocked.
Yo. Engine is off. Lights are off.
Yeah. Welcome to Storch Lufthafen.
Yes.
Lufthafen. Lovely, yeah, lovely picture at the end here. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, is someone else approaching? Just hearing an aircraft.
Oh, really? Let me have a look outside. Yeah, really. It is the King Air 350. But I only can see the name tag. Yeah, now I can see the aircraft.
GG's, lovely aircraft. Nice. Yeah, Brent, thank you much for this next part of the Norway tour.
Nice, yeah,
And,
you're welcome.
Yeah, so we aim for a group flight in the Alps beginning of July.
Okay,
so the
we will do.
second, I think, 2nd of July is should be fine. Saturday, yeah.
Maybe it should be good to announce that 2-3 days prior.
Yep.
Then can the people show look if they can fly with us.
Yep. So Pirate is now filed. And
Very good.
Excellent.
To
Good.
the next part.
Yep.
No, only 40 legs are coming.
Yeah, still lots of things to do. Okay, guys. Thanks so much, my dear moderators. As always, thanks for hanging out so long, looking over the chat, for all the help. Thanks so much, guys. And once again, thanks for all the support, especially this time on this stream, James, for the €10 donation as well. Thank you so much. Also to Kitman. Then a big thank you to Brenold again for his donations, Agent, B7, Lewis, and Magnus. All right, next stream is on Sunday. Not tomorrow, so tomorrow's Saturday, but Sunday evening. Again, 1600 to 1900 is German language live stream, and then after 1900 it'll be English again. Very much looking forward to it. Hope to see you soon, guys. Once again, take care, stay safe.